As we covered in the last episode, it's pretty rough being into car culture in a police state like Hong Kong. They can take your car for any reason. But despite all the challenges, the Hong Kong car enthusiasts know how to have fun with cars. They especially know how to throw unique car meets. There are massive car clubs in Hong Kong that are just based on the color of your car. And that night, the Yellow Car Club came out in full force. But they took it a step further. They only brought out their yellow Hondas. We are in this parking structure. We're meeting up with a bunch of our friends. And lucky for us, somebody let us borrow this Honda Beat that we actually used the other day for rolling shots. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. There were Hondas from so many different generations. DC2, EG6, EK9, NSX. Someone even brought a Moto Campo. They were all yellow.
Hey, go burn out. Just try it. Just try it. God.
After the meet, we invited a select few cars to go on a night cruise.
Yo, what the? You're gonna sit on these seats? Oh.
I had to take this opportunity to do a shoot that I've always wanted to do, which was to photograph cars under the famous neon street signs that are disappearing at an alarming rate in Hong Kong.
I almost got all of the Hondas in one shot. I'm so close. We got dump trucks coming through here. Oh my God, this is crazy. We're about to get hit. Watch out.
It took a good 30 minutes for me to finally find the perfect setup. Some of the spots on the street were taken, but as soon as they cleared up, we were able to set up the cars exactly how I wanted.
You know, when you think of Hong Kong nightlife, you think of the street food, you think of the neon lights, and of course you think about JDM cars. The neon lights are disappearing quick, and these are pretty much the last ones in Hong Kong. They're all getting changed to LED lights, but they don't have the same look and feel and texture. Basically, our entire trip, it comes to this shot.
Most of these gatherings over the entire trip were organized by our buddy Rocky, who is a die-hard car enthusiast. He is very different from many of the other people that we have met during this trip because he wasn't actually born into money. For his day job, he practices law, but after hours, he is very active in the car community. He organizes, produces, and hosts many car meets. He has worked really hard in his life to own a humble car collection, which means he's a part of a lot of awesome clubs in Hong Kong, including the GTR Club, the BMW M Group, the JDM High Risk Club, no joke, that's the name of the club, and the NSX Club, which is how he was able to gather 12 NSXs for us to shoot at one of the fanciest hotels in all of Hong Kong.
This morning we are at the Peninsula Hotel, which is the oldest hotel in all of Hong Kong, and Rocky has arranged for us to shoot 12 Honda NSXs parked in front of what may be the poshest hotel here in Hong Kong. It's a 5-star hotel, and it was actually opened in 1928, so it is almost 100 years old. I went up there to shoot the picture of all the cars together, and we actually got kicked out. So what I did was I actually removed my hat and also my arm sleeves, and I just pretended like I was on the phone, and I just walked in, and I was able to at least get the shot of all of the cars in one frame, which was really cool. There's just so much going on right now. This is like such a popular destination for weddings, and they're shooting like their wedding photos. We have the NSXs here. It's just such a crazy scene. But this is the weekend, and this is when a lot of the car activities actually happen. So we're able to experience it firsthand for the very first time.
This is really interesting to me in that we're kind of seeing a theme of how these people are enjoying these cars. Because there's not a racetrack and there's really not that many roads to drive on, they enjoyed their cars in a different way. It seems like it's more about the community. It's more about an impressive show, especially when you see all of the same car in one place. Rocky is also very influential in the local GTR community. When he heard that we were coming for a visit, he was able to get 80% of all the GTRs in one meet. His words were, "There's not enough tow trucks in all of Hong Kong for the police to impound all of us."
I'm gonna push so hard once more cars come. What is that?
Hey, if you like what you're watching, do me a favor. Go check out the Hagerty Drivers Club. 24/7 roadside assistance with flatbed towing, subscription to our award-winning magazine, and more. Sign up today. Links right down here in the description.
It just got crazy just now. I'm definitely high now. Now we have a bunch of Liberty Walk cars that just came in. I cannot believe this guy's driving this here in Hong Kong. You want to talk about a cop magnet, that's the one right there. So we're gonna keep shooting. This is just so, oh my God. All of it is so good. We gotta keep shooting. Hold on. I'm just so high. What? Yeah, I'm fine. I just got high.
It seems like everyone else was doing fine, but because I was running around, I was breathing in a bit more fumes and I had to take a break.
I don't know, I think that might be a better play. Yeah. What the hell? That is some play.
The quality of cars was very high considering how restricted it is. All modifications are considered illegal. The meet was also very organized. The generations were parked in different sections. R32 all the way to R35 had their own areas, and they were also parked one space apart to allow for better viewing and photos. After the meet, we went to get some food, and along the way, we got some rolling shots. My trusty camera car for the night was a 66 horsepower Honda Beat, which was just enough power to keep up with all of those GTRs.
Red GTR!
Cops are here, cops are here.
It's always a tense moment anytime the police roll by because at any time these cars can be taken away for illegal modifications.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my God. It's 1:36 in the morning and we're still shooting. Right now we're in front of 7-Eleven. There is not one 7-Eleven in the entirety of Hong Kong with a parking lot. So in order for us to do the quintessential 7-Eleven shot, what we actually have to do is just park it on the street. So we have these two R35 builds. We're gonna actually have them park in front. I'm gonna get some shots. Afterwards, I witnessed something I've never seen before. In the last episode, we highlighted the fact that the longest route for cruising was to Disneyland and back. This night, the crew was unsure if there were cops camping out on the road waiting to impound GTRs. So they drew straws to see who would go ahead of the group like a canary in a coal mine to get the police to chase them just so they can warn everyone else. If you drew the short straw, there was a good chance you would lose your GTR. After many of you watched part 1 of this Hong Kong car culture series, a lot of people were wondering what happens to the car after they get impounded. Well, the owners have to pay a fine and they have to return the vehicles back to 100% stock. If they can't be returned back to stock, which as you can tell, a lot of them are so modified, they can never be street registered again, which means they either sit and rot or they have to be sold outside of Hong Kong. Later that night, one of the owners headed home and he accidentally turned down the wrong way in an alley. A police officer saw him and arrested him, impounded his car, and he spent the night in jail. The police told the media that we were to blame for all this, even though we had nothing to do with it. Unfortunately for the owner, he couldn't return his car back to stock, so he had to export it to Japan. All of this for going to a GTR car meet. He wasn't even driving fast. It blows me away that while we were in Hong Kong for 6 days, we went to 8 car meets. And it's incredible to me how behaved everyone is. No revving, no burnouts, no racing, no donuts. These were legitimately peaceful gatherings, but the police still don't care. On the next episode, we check out some insane collections, so stay tuned.